Christmas, the season of giving, and it has given us some of the greatest holiday specials of all time.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
Okay, maybe not that one. I'm talking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. What if there was a way to combine all three? Introducing Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. One of the most insane hour-and-a-halfs of television I have ever seen. The special starts at the North Pole, of course. Rudolph and Frosty, along with his kids.
Millie, Chili.
Frosty's been busy. They notice Rudolph's nose is having, well, performance issues.
Believe it or not, Rudolph's nose went out.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
Santa explains the North Pole was once ruled by evil King Winterbolt. Using his slippery scepter, he got rid of the competition. Until
Lady Boreal, the queen of the northern lights,
put him to sleep. It must have been more of a nap because literally 5 minutes later he wakes up wanting to exact revenge. Santa has settled down and built his workshop full of toys, but he's not paying rent.
It's free real estate.
Lady Poles is having none of it. She uses her last bit of magic on Rudolph and disappears. Again.
Oh, what was that? Was someone here?
Mm-hmm.
See? Rudolph is going to pay dearly if this wizard went to Hogwarts because he's terrible.
there must be a reason.
Winterbolt, failing at his only task, goes back to consult the frozen genie and his eye of snow. It's a fucking snow globe. He sees
A balloon?
flown by local ginger Milton, who smuggles ice cream to the kiddies back home. Sadly, he's depressed. Aww. He was to be married to a acrobat, except Sam Spangles, the most dripped out Monopoly man I've ever seen in my entire life, wants his properties back. And to make it even worse, Winterbolt has the power to transfer thoughts from himself into another person. Because, plot? Milton now believes that Rudolph and Frosty can save the circus and his marriage. The only issue is, it's July, and the Frosty's gonna melt. Right on cue. Winterbolt gives them magic amulets that will keep them stone cold until the last fireworks on the 4th.
It was super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Surely Santa, in his infinite wisdom, would know about stranger danger.
You all go and have a wonderful time.
So off to the circus, cause Milton wants to save the circus from capitalism?
We are here to do a job, not channel Scrooge McDuck. You hearing me?
The circus ringleader also delivers one of my favorite lines in the special.
Oh, Mama, isn't he wonderful? He's the greatest ice cream man in the world.
Oh, forget him, honey. There's one thing life's taught me. You can't live on banana splits.
She has a point, you know.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
No. He's got a point.
And just in case you thought you were watching the wrong special.
Well, it is Christmas, isn't it? Christmas in July.
There it is!
Never!
No, it's not over. We have to go visit these creepy caverns to fetch Scratcher.
He's in cave number 13.
13, you say?
Who looks less like a reindeer and more like the Grinch's dog. He's definitely not pulling anything, and I'm not just talking about the sleigh. Winterbolt has to feed him Santa's special feed just to get him off his ass. Scratcher's special mission is to sneak into the circus parade. Don't clap for that. And to team up with Sam Spangles on a plan of evil. It can't be better than Crystal's circus philosophy.
Life with a circus is like life with a guy. Sometimes you're low and sometimes you're high. Chicken today and biscuits. Hey!
The circus has everything now. Clowns, acrobats, snowmen, reindeer, Santa, Christmas musical numbers, and Brenda Lee.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Well, everything except cash flow. Scratcher tricks Rudolph into handing over the circus money to a policeman who's actually Sam Spangles in disguise. Now he's running all the way to the bank to cash those bills. Naturally, everyone's pissed. But not Frosty, because he's still worried about, I don't know, melting, because it's fireworks time and Santa's a no-show.
And where's Santa?
At Elderly Acres, Santa is trying too hard to hang the stockings, if you know what I mean. Even when he remembers to pick up Frosty, he still gets lost. Because Winterbolt finds Santa's greatest weakness: low visibility.
I see rainbows when I look at you.
Santa's on edibles. You heard it here, folks. We're moments from the Frosty's melting point, and a sleigh finally arrives. It's not Santa's though, it's Winterbolt's. These misfits still think he's here to save them?
We're a couple of misfits. We're a couple of misfits.
What's the matter with misfits? That's where we fit in.
Yeah, only if Rudolph admits to stealing all of that money so his nose will remain extinguished. And of course he has to, because he's such a great guy. Unlike his friends who don't immediately question this decision and shit on him constantly.
But I don't want the twins associating with a dishonest
what got into
reindeer.
you?
Goodbye. For good.
To pass the time, Rudolph sings a very, very depressing song.
No bed of roses. That's how life seems to be. No bed of roses. No easy way for me.
As he walks along the beach to unalive himself.
What we need to figure out here is, are we dealing with maybe a little bipolarism, some rage addiction? It could be a lot of things.
This is getting dark very, very quickly. At least the Northern Lights are watching over him.
Be very brave, and the star in the snowflake will return.
And he even has Big Ben the Clockwork Whale to talk to. If you're confused, watch Rudolph's New Year special. They seem to have some history. Or just like and subscribe to the channel, because I see a future video in the works. Anyway, Frosty would give up anything to help Rudolph. So he gives up his hat.
Don't look, children.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul.
Rudolph is having none of this, and he has what I can only describe as an Avengers-style battle. Rudolph not only gets Frosty's hat back, but his shiny nose back, too.
For you, sir.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
What is that, your catchphrase?
Rudolph can now finally clear his name by bringing the stolen money back, with Spangles now being brought to justice.
I'll be taking that.
Why?
You won't be needing it in jail.
Winterbolt comes back to the circus to kill everyone. What a sore loser.
This one looks like my job.
But Mama, there are only blanks in those guns.
It's a machine gun! Machine gun!
One of the most epic things I have ever seen in a Christmas special. Rudolph realizes that without Winterbolt's power, the Frosties are nothing more than a puddle. If it wasn't for Big Ben's trip to South America, Rudolph would be under a murder investigation.
Jack Frost, do your stuff.
Careful where you're blowing that air, Jack Frost. Santa finally arrives to take Frosty home. It only took the entire duration of the special.
It's time for the Flying Circus Parade, with you right up front.
Okay.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a
No,
very
no, no, no,
shiny
no, no,
nose.
we're done. We're done. We're
you
done. That was quite the experience. I don't think I can exactly describe how irritating this special was. It's not only long, but every 5 minutes I have to listen to another freaking musical number. There are so many songs. This special has its moments, but it wastes its most iconic characters on some non-interesting story beats. Apparently there's a lot of people online that agree with me, but I encourage you guys to watch this for yourselves, because I believe Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July is a piece of Christmas media that has been lost in time. Did someone say time?
Monday.
You must find the baby New Year.
It's a special holiday treat as Rudolph lights up his nose in search of the new arrival.
I'm looking for Happy, the baby New Year.
But finds much more than he bargained for, Rudolph's shiny New Year.